Hey everyone, welcome to the second video on my new YouTube channel, The College Hub. Today, I'm going to be talking about how I got a scholarship to study in the US that covers 80% of my tuition fees. I'm going to talk about the process that I went through and how I ended up with the scholarship. I applied to around 10 universities, but looking back, I wish I applied to more because being an international student applying for financial aid, it's hard to get into universities. So I would recommend that you apply to between 12 to 15 universities. So I applied to schools like some Ivy League schools, MIT, Drexel and some other schools, and I ended up choosing Drexel mainly because of the amount of financial aid and scholarships that they gave me. For me, the three most important factors in deciding which colleges to apply to was number one, their location, which basically means whether it was in an urban setting, a rural setting, maybe either a city or a town. Number two was the amount of financial aid that they gave international students. And number three, how good they were for the major that I wanted to study. When thinking of which colleges to apply to, think about what's a priority for you. Like for some people, being in a city is a priority. For some people, how good the major at the college that they're going to is a priority. For some people, it's important to be able to commute easily and have access to public transportation. If you're an international student applying to college abroad, one of the most important things that you should be looking at is accessibility. By accessibility, I mean having easy access to public transportation as well as having an airport nearby. Many of you don't realize this, but having an airport nearby saves plenty of time and it even saves money. I even have a friend who goes to college in New York, the state, not the city, and he has a 40-hour journey every time he goes to college from India. And this leads to a lot of time being wasted and it even drains him by the time he gets to college. One of the reasons why I think I got the scholarship at Drexel was because I applied early action. This basically means that instead of turning in my application around January or February, I turned mine in before November began. This means that I was competing with a much smaller pool of applicants and it made it easier for me to get that scholarship. Another reason why I think I got the scholarship at Drexel was because my test scores and grades were a little higher than Drexel's average test scores and grades. At least that's what I think. If you're an international student that's looking for a scholarship or financial aid in the US, try to apply to schools where your test scores and grades are a little above the school's average test scores and grades because I think it increases your chance of getting in and it increases your chance of getting a scholarship over there as well. When applying to Drexel, I applied through the Common app, which is a portal that allows you to apply to many colleges with one application. So this means that Drexel got to see my extracurricular activities, my letters of recommendation from my teachers, and my application essay all in one place. If you're applying to Drexel, you should work really hard on your Common App essay because that's one of the only pieces of writing from yourself that Drexel gets to see. So put as much effort as you can into that and I'm pretty sure that your hard work will pay off. Another thing about Drexel is that they look at the major that you're applying for before they accept you. So say you're applying for a music program, try to submit a portfolio that showcases your musical talent. Say you're good at computer science and you're applying for a computer science degree, you could submit a program that you coded in Java or C++ or something. Whatever showcases your talents in your field of choice. What I'm trying to convey is that if you're applying to Drexel, show that you care about the major that you're applying for. You could do this by submitting a portfolio, as I said before. You could even include something in your extracurricular activity section. You could even write an essay related to the degree that you're applying for. A great way to increase your chances of getting into Drexel and getting a scholarship is showing that you're interested in attending Drexel. You can do this by either emailing them or calling them over the phone about any questions that you may have about Drexel. And if you don't have any questions, do some more research and you'll have some questions pretty soon. With that, we come to the end of this video. If you have any questions about applying to Drexel or studying abroad in general, feel free to message me on my Instagram page at college_hub. The link will be in the description. Thank you so much for watching my video and I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel.